Hello everyone, this is Dr. Anji Premchandani. So today in this video, I'll tell you the 3-month strategy for your upcoming May INSED. Like I also appeared for May INSED and I'll tell you like what I did for my November INSED and that I didn't do for May INSED. And basically the mistakes I did for May INSED and what did I improve from the result that I got after May INSED. Everything basically in toto. And the 3-month strategy will be including the 3 things that you should do, that you basically should do to get a very decent, a very good rank in your May INSED. So basically I'll tell you, this is a copy that I made for my November INSED basically. And so I'll tell you the front page of it, okay? So this is, oh my no. I mean, it's just that my writing is so not understandable that I can't even show you, but I'll just read it for you guys. Okay, so first of all you have to tell yourself that okay, what type of rank you want. For example, I wrote it that I want AIMS rank 250 in November INSED. Yeah, I aim for 250. Okay, and then I started doing the recall GTs. My main focus was doing all the previous year topics. I was very much sure about it that if you really want to ace your AIMS exam, you need to have the hold of all the topics, previous year topics basically, that has been asked in AIMS. Like they are so much previous year topic oriented that I gotta ace it. I mean, I gotta ace all the previous year topics that has been asked in AIMS. So that's what I did. Like I started with recall GTs. I was very much sure that this is gonna be my strategy for sure. I don't want to bring any change in it. I really want to follow this. This was my mindset back then to get a rank that I got. Okay, so now I'll tell you. So basically I used to write, like first of all I have written every single thing, like every single thing I meant, like I'll tell you in detail first of all. So first of all I gave this May AIMS 2018. Okay, so every time I used to give any recall GT, I used to write it there in my copy ki, okay, I attempted that AIMS May AIMS 2018 GT attempted, and I'm going to be writing the topics basically, or the explanation of the MCQ that I got wrong, or even if I got it correct and I want to know more about it because it's AIMS and I would like to know more about it. So I started making the explanation, and I started writing the explanation of those MCQs I used to get wrong, and I used to get guess corrects that I told you in my previous videos. So I used to write it in my own language, of course. And so basically I gave this test and this is how I used to write it. Can you see? I'll tell you the example. First of all, there was a question regarding this VDRL. Okay, and then it was the answer was VDRL, so I knew about that, so let's just forget about it. But then I explored the options. The second option was dark ground microscopy, so I started writing it down. That's a more specific and sensitive test to diagnose syphilis when an active chancre is present. So this is what I used to write, and if it's not active, it's not useful. Okay, so this is what I used to write in my copy, saying that I'm done with the first option of it and I want to know more options. And since those more option has been asked previously, so they can put more questions regarding the options that they have given. So keeping in mind those things, I started exploring the options I used to get in my MCQs. Okay, so dark ground microscopy, this is how you used to write. And then there was another MCQ in which they were asking about amoebic versus pyogenic abscess. Okay, and they had this table made for made for us to see in the MCQ explanation, in which they had mentioned the age, male female ratio, and then they had this diagnosis mentioned. So I made a table because I didn't know if I had studied like this in a table form, in which they are asking for, in which they are writing age, male female ratio, diagnosis. It's something that can be a potential question for AIMS. So I gotta write it. That's what in my mind it came, I'm gonna write this. So I made this table like this. Can you see? Of course you cannot see it properly because my writing, but I guess you can. So it says amoebic, pyogenic, we have a table form, and then on the basis of age, male female ratio, and the diagnosis. So this is what I used to write. And then we have got mucormycosis. Likewise, I used to write like this. Let me turn the page for you guys. And this is so basically. Like for example, we have like I have given I have given a GT, and that GT was the recall GT of May 2018. So it used to take almost 1, 2, 3, almost like 7 to 8 pages. It used to take me for me to write all the MCQ explanation, or sometimes 10 or sometimes 12. Okay, so of course, because it has got AIMS topics, and as I told you that in the beginning I wasn't that much AIMS oriented. So if there was a question which found by myself very difficult, I was like, just leave it. It's although not gonna be happening for NEET now, so I can skip it. This was my mindset back then. I definitely would not want you to do the same. Please don't do it, okay? If it has been asked in AIMS, you should do it, okay? And I wasn't doing it back then, but I did it for November INSET. So I would definitely gonna tell you not to do what I did for that. I used to skip some topics. Like I used to find it so difficult. Why do I need to study? They're definitely not gonna be asking PG exam, so I skipped it. But then for November INSET, when it came, so of course I prepared for a lot of MCQs that I left when I was preparing for my NEET PG, but then I had to, okay? So there's another GT that I gave that was of 2023 May AIMS. It has been asked. So they started with this hepatitis A incubation period, chickenpox, SARS-CoV-2 and syphilis. So basically they asked about the incubation period. Of course, incubation period is something that you have to remember. It's a very figure thing, like that you are very likely to forget it any day. The next day you can forget it. So write it down. So what I write for the Hep A, for the chickenpox, SARS-CoV-2 and then syphilis, I wrote all these things, and in front of them I wrote their days. Like for example, Hep A we have got 50 days, chickenpox is 21 days, SARS-CoV-2 10 days, and syphilis for 90 days. So this is how I used to write it. Like for more examples, I'll tell you that we have got BRCA1 and BRCA2 mutations, right? BRCA1 happens on 17q chromosome, BRCA2 happens on 13q chromosome. So these are the information I used to write, and not just that, okay? I'll write more because it has been asked. Of course, I'm gonna write more, right? So now we have got more questions. So likewise, I'm just telling you now. So this is how I used to write, okay? So you get it, okay? So you basically have to write your recall GTs, and this is how you can write it. You will find a lot of things, like a lot of things in the sense you might not have seen it before, but you will be seeing it when you are doing recall GTs. These are things that normally happens, okay? Like when I was solving the recall GT, I realized I've never seen that MCQ before, and literally like I need to get it done. So many to nahi, but a few MCQs, but in few MCQs also we have a lot of theory to learn, right? So that's why it was a task. So this is how you can make your recall GT copy for your AIMS, for a May INSET basically. So likewise, we have got a lot of examples. Like I used to, and this is the whole copy that I made attributed for my November INSET. And not just this, I've got I think 2 more copies, because giving recall GTs were like so many GTs I had to give, almost like 18 GTs I had. Like you saw my recall GT, that was a recall GT, and it had like 18 recall GTs, starting from 18 to 25 ka May INSET also reviewed that. I appeared for that, but then I realized a lot of MCQs were something that I never studied, and there were some off topics MCQs that I also got, but then I also wrote it in my copy because that's something the least I could do to get a good rank in AIMS, because that's something basic. So we have got so many previous year topics that we can write in our review, I mean this recall GT reviewing copy. Likewise, we have got myasthenia gravis. That's something very basic. Everybody knows this is a previous year topic, so again you have to write it. I'll just tell you, I think I told you the simplest way how you can make your GT reviewing copy for your upcoming May INSET. And if you feel that I don't want to aim for this May INSET, I'll tell you this thing. Even if you're not aiming for a May INSET now, you will just have this real exam environment acknowledgement, okay? Like when I prepared for May INSET, I was very much confident that I'm not much focused towards that. I'll just go and acknowledge myself with the environment that I'll be getting in my NEET PG, because that I was aiming for. And you all, most of you must be thinking ki I don't want to aim for May INSET, and but should I go? Of course you should give your May INSET, even if you're not preparing for that, just to see how the procedure goes, how the process begins, how it ends, and everything basically, so that you are prepared for your NEET PG, I mean upcoming NEET PG exam, and you should give it. Okay, and that's why I gave this May INSET, and I revised it almost like 3 times. And make sure when you're revising your GT reviewing copy or any copy, like I told you to make a PYT copy also, and when you revise it, make sure you are writing it down, like how many times have you revised that copy before. For example, like I revised it, like can you see it's like 1 down, 2, 3, 4, and I used to write the dates also, so that I'm having the spaced revision. So I have this spaced revision, like first revision I did on 5th October, then second was on 25th October. So this is how you can also do it. Okay, so do write it down whenever and how many times you're revising the GT reviewing copy or a PYT copy. And yeah, so can you see this over here? It says that I'm done with this year. May AIMS 2018, May 2017, November 2017, November 2018. So I used to write it down ki okay, my checklist ki okay, I'm done with these recall GTs, so I can move ahead. This is not just a copy, I've got 2 more copies, but those are very small copies, so you can just think of ki okay, so this is how you can make your copy, and you can go and revise it multiple times. Okay, and I'll tell you one more thing, ki when you start revising your stuff, okay, for example, I'm revising like I'll revise today, like for example, I'm giving ki how I used to revise. So I decided I'm going to be revising the 10 pages today. Okay, so I'll be starting with the very first page. Okay, so I'll start with this very first page, and I used to you can put bookmark, and if not, you can just fold the page till the page you want to revise. For example, I want to revise till this page, so I fold this page like this, or you can just put bookmark. Okay, so I'll fold this page till here, and I'll revise these many pages, okay, before the folded one. So I'll revise these pages, okay, and I'll start revising. And as you're revising, you realize that okay, some things are getting in your head and you don't want to include in your second read, just cut it down. Okay, and you can use colored pens. I don't like those highlight pens at all, but if you want and if that helps you, you should do it. I'm just telling you ki I didn't like it, so I used to just use the basic pens like red pen, black pen, or green pen, not more than that. Okay, so this is how you can just like you can just like highlight that part, and then you keep going on like this, revise it. Can you see? And then you revise it, and okay, so you revise it till that page, so you done. It might take thoda time, but don't give up. Okay, it will take time. When I started it used to take me like 1 hour also, sometimes 1 hour in just to revise this 10 or 12 pages. But since it has contained enough amount of content for you to become acknowledged with the previous year topic, it's fine. I mean, it's worth the time you're spending on it. Okay, so it's like I'm done till here, you just okay, so I'm done with it, and okay, it's good, like you did it, and then you just close the copy from here only. Okay, don't remove the folded page yet. Okay, then tomorrow or day after tomorrow, okay, of course you have to finish this whole copy, but how can you do it so early? So this is how you can divide. You cannot of course do the whole copy in a day. Okay, it might take 10 or more days to finish, because we are doing very slowly. And not just this, we are doing MCQs also on the daily basis, and we are giving more GTs, and we are writing more GTs, basically the explanation of GTs that we get after solving the GT. So you're writing it down also. So we don't have just one thing of doing the revision, but we are solving MCQs, we are writing it down. So parallelly we are doing other stuffs also. That's why I'm telling you cannot do the revision, the whole revision in a day. It might take 10 or 20 days. It's fine, just give it. It deserves that much. Okay, next day you wake up. Okay, so now since the fold, you're done with this page, right? So you start doing it. So you can now remove the folded page, and now you again target for 10 more pages. So okay, I target this 10 more pages, and sometimes if you have enough time and you feel like I don't have anything, like of course you will be having something in parallel, but if you feel that I have more time, so you can bring more. And if you feel like I really want to do more, so you can take more pages, and then you put the bookmark and fold the page like this, and now you can start it from here. okay, and then you can do it till here. So this way it will help you in revising your copy. In 10 days or more you'll be done with it. And once you are done with the whole copy revision, like it might take you 10 or 12 days, you just write it down ki, with the Roman number first revision I did of this copy on this day, and then second revision I'll whenever you start. Okay, so this is how you can do it, and the revision becomes super easy with that. And what else you should do once you're done with the recall GTs, right? You are doing and let me tell you about this thing. Now, a lot of people say ki I'm doing recall GT, I don't need to do the custom modules, aims or NEET. No, you should do it. I mean, I'll tell you how. When you're doing recall GTs, it's good because you're writing it down also, but don't let your habit die. Okay, don't let your habit of solving MCQs die. Well, I know you are solving GTs, it's a very good thing, but you cannot give GTs on daily basis. Like if you have 3 months and if you take recall GTs into consideration, you can give recall every 5 days, and in every 5 days if you calculate, you can done with your let me calculate. So if you have 90 days, okay, so we have got 90 days. I'm just giving you just a rough, because you know some more days you just gonna be I'm not telling you gonna be wasting it, but I'm just telling you ki if you take just 90 day strategies straight in your head, because the exam is on 15th May, right? So 15th May we'll just have a 10 day or last 15 day revision, so I'm not including those days right now. So we have got 90 days. I'll be dividing these 90 days with 5 days, and we have got 18. So we'll be having this 18 GTs you can solve if you give GT in every 5 days, and you'll review it and you'll realize you are doing all the previous year topics, and it's very good. Okay, but you're not giving GTs on regular basis, right? So that's why I'm telling you to have this MCQ thing also always with you. That's why you have to give 100 or 50 MCQs daily. Okay, it can be aims, or you can just add sometimes clinical also, hashtag clinical, you can also add it in your custom modules. Okay, so this is how you can do it. So let me conclude a strategy for you all. First, you have to make a GT reviewing copy. It's a must. Okay, I didn't do recall GTs for my May INSET, that's why I'm telling you and urging you to please do it. Recall GTs for May INSET also, and also it will include all the previous year topics of aims. Okay, so it will basically help you in getting a very good rank in your May INSET. And you can make this copy, and I told you about the revision, like how you can do revisions. Divide your parts, fold that page and start revising, and it will be very easy for you to revise, and you can revise it like very easily. Okay, you have to make multiple revisions, and that's why I told you. And every time you're making revision, if you are doing a first revision on this day, just write it down ki on this day I did this revision. So in the sense that it will be there ki okay, since I did this revision just 10 days before, I can wait for at least 5 more days. After 15 days I'll be revising it again. So basically you don't have to rush the things. Okay, basically it just make your brain feel that I have revised it so many times, and just 10 days back I revised it. So it's a very good thing, and your brain will say okay, you're doing very good. I'm telling you the exact what I did for this thing. So that's why you can do it if you like it. And I think I did it, so you should try it at least. So I told you have to give recall GTs, and parallelly in 5 days if you're giving this recall GTs, and then we are reviewing GTs, so you'll write it down. Okay, and while you're writing it down, you have to revise it. Like I told you, you'll be making a copy, so you'll have to revise it. You might be having a PYT copy, you have to revise that also. Then you will be solving a lot of MCQs, hashtag clinical, hashtag aims, hashtag NEET. So you have to do parallel those MCQs also topic wise, as I told you in previous videos, and you're good to go. I mean, the 3 things: making recall, giving recall GTs in every 5 days, and in every 5 days. Okay, and after the days when you're not giving a recall GTs, you're solving MCQs, hashtag aims, hashtag NEET, hashtag clinical. Third thing is that you are revising your GT recall copy. Okay, and I think this is the best strategy you can get. Okay, since we all know that aims is so PYT oriented, I don't know why we are not doing previous year topics enough. We have to do it. I didn't do it for May INSET. I didn't get a good rank. I mean, I got a rank around 15,000. And so since we all know that previous topics forms a base for your INSET thing, so why I'm not doing it enough? And that's why there's a whole mindset for me in 2 months just to give a lot of recall GTs, and just to have so much have this hold of a previous year topics that has been asked in AIMS. This is also a topic that has been asked in PSM multiple times. It has been asked, and it says forest plot, globogram also it called as. And it's so, I mean, I can't even tell you, it's so bad. I mean, every time I look at this, like, why do they need to ask so complicated things? But since it has been asked, you cannot just let it go. So what I did for that, for the forest gram is also called as blobogram. I asked ChatGPT to, can you explain me in semi Hindi. Hands down, previous topics are a must for your INSET. Okay, so we are giving recall GTs, and we are writing it down the important topics. We are revising the GT reviewing copy, and you are giving. You're solving MCQs 50 to 100. I will tell you to stick to the 100 MCQs daily of AIMS and NEET, and sometimes clinical. You can add the hashtag and you will solve the custom modules of those. Okay, you can get a very good rank in your May INSET. And if still you have other doubts regarding this strategy, you can ask me anytime in the comment section. And you're free to comment down below, and I'll answer all those. Till then, happy studying and bye.